What is up? What is up, my gorgeous Facebook family? You are here with Kylie Pax, Australia's emotional eating coach, and I am here to empower you to take control of your relationship with food so you can create a body and a life that you love and do it all on your terms. And I wanted to quickly drop in and see you again today because I was just hooking up with a fabulous friend of mine. Fabulous. We were just about to do an interview and then there was some tech problems and other things happened and we had to postpone, and I thought, well, then let me drop in and see my Facebook family. So if you're dropping on the line here live, let me know. Throw an emoji in the comments box. Let me know that you're here because I wanted to address a question that I get so often these days. So can you see this is just, I just stepped out into my backyard with the hope, the delusional hope that I might be able to spend, maybe a minute out here, but no, it's raining. It's raining. Why? Because it's winter here, winter in Australia. And no, I've decided I'm going to run away somewhere extremely warm because this is completely intolerable. It's unacceptable. This behavior, I will not accept it any longer. This behavior, this weather, no. I'm not a winter girl. But I wanted to address this question. This has been coming through to me a lot lately. A lot of people are like, how do I make a change? How do I break up with emotional eating? How do I stop it? And, what is required? I've tried so many times and I can't succeed, and, what is going on? And I wanted to sort of really cover it with you because I just feel like so many of us, we have these grand plans and we make the big plans. Yes, we do. We start always on a Monday with our big fancy plan, and we're going to make a change. It's going to be permanent. Everything's going to be fantastic. But it always falls over, usually by Monday afternoon. It's in the bin, right? Somebody passed by with a cheesecake and your plans out the door, right? Cheesecake in mouth. And I wanted to sort of touch on this quickly because people often say, well, where do I start? Where do I start? And my response is, you start at the beginning. Like, where else are you going to start? You've got to go all the way back to basics. You can't ever achieve a lasting result by trying to shortcut your way there, which is essentially what a diet is. A diet is us trying to shortcut and manipulate our own bodies into doing what we want them to do in the time that we want them to do them, because we will not accept the fact that it took us X number of years to reach the discomfort, the unhappy place that we are with our bodies, thinking that it could even possibly take 10% of that time to get back to, not even get back. I don't like the saying, I want to get back to where I was. You don't want to get back to anything. We always want to be progressing forward in our life. You don't want to go back to something that you used to be. We're going to create an entirely new and fabulous you. That's what I'm all about. But we don't want to even consider the fact that it could take 10% of the time that it took us to reach where we are now. What if it takes, 10% of the time to achieve a brand new result? That's too long. Oh, we don't want that. No. We want to shortcut, manipulate, deviate our way around that system, and we use these harsh, hardcore diets to get there. Michelle, thank you so much for joining me. It's so great to see you here in the house. But the point is, though, that you really can't shortcut your way to success. There's no drive-through breakthroughs. There's your tweetable for the day, right? If you want a breakthrough that's permanent, you have to lay the groundwork. You can't have a breakthrough without groundwork. Thank you for the likes and the loves and the shares. It was true. It's true. So when you're thinking to yourself, how do I start and what do I need to do? You hear me say over and over again, it's a mindset game. You have to set your mind that you're going to do this regardless of how fabulous or non-fabulous it happens to feel in any given moment. You've got to strip it all the way down to ground level, right? Like if you're renovating a house, you're doing, a really big renovation, okay? They actually rip the stuff down from the walls until all you're left with is the frame. That's almost like what we want to do with our mind. We want to strip away the years and the years of the ridiculous thinking that we've been told by the diet industry. Oh, if you want to lose weight, you've got to have X number of calories per day. You've got to burn this many calories. You've got to, eat less than you burn, and yada, yada, yada. And we're all just obsessed with number counting. And really, we're quite sure that we can't lose weight unless we do this and track and monitor and write down every morsel that passes our lips and then weigh ourselves to make sure that we are on the right track. It doesn't make you feel good about yourself. And if the systems you've been using have not been working, it's time to try a new way. This is where I want to, sort of get through to you today, that banging your head against a brick wall over and over and over isn't suddenly going to get you a different result. You're still going to end up with a headache every single time. Lisa, it's so great to see you here. Thank you for jumping on the line. But this is basically how it is. We are running around in circles like crazy lunatics, thinking that if we do the same thing we've always done, but we're just another year older, somehow we're going to get a different result. It always ends the same. We know how this story ends. It's time for us to wise up and see that nothing different is going to happen if we don't do something different. And not only do you need to do something different, you need to become someone different. It's not about just using a different system, trying a new program, another diet, another guru, no. You have to do and be the person that you want to be to achieve those results. Those results are not going to come to somebody who's running around like a frantic lunatic doing the same torturous systems that we've tried 1,000 times before. The only way you're going to get a different result is to do and be someone different than you've ever been before. And that requires a mindset shift. Beck's in the house. How you going, gorgeous girl? Sending you so much love. So this is what I'm sharing with you today. It's just a really quick, I wanted to address the question because it comes to me so often. How do I do it? What do I need to do? What is the plan I need to follow? And the answer is the plan to success is to stop following all the plans. The plans don't work. You've had the answer. You've always had the answer all along. The only person that didn't believe it was you. We keep searching externally for an answer that we've always had internally. We know that those diets don't work because they make us feel so crappy about ourselves. Your role here in life on the planet is not to, be born, feel hideous about yourself and your body the whole way through, and then leave the planet never being happy with yourself, never liking what you see in the mirror, torturing yourself day after day after day with diet after diet after diet, restriction, oh, can't eat that. And then when we do eat it, because we're so tired of telling ourselves that we can't have everything, then we are crying and ripping our hair out. I can't believe I ate that. We feel so bad about ourselves. The system is broken. The system is broken. Thank you. And the only way we're going to fix it is to stand up and unite as women and say, I've had enough. I've had enough. I keep saying this to you over the last few live streams. I'm going to say it again because it's so important. 91% of women hate their bodies. Not dislike, hate their bodies. 91% of women get up in the morning hating themselves. Can't stand what they see in the mirror. And I keep saying to you again, because it's so important to get. There are dogs everywhere. One of them is mine. That's Miss Molly. That's Miss Molly. But the other factor is that only as we torture ourselves like this continually, only 5% of women, 5% of women who I refer to lovingly as the genetic freaks of nature look like the Victoria's Secret model body that we are just about killing ourselves to get to, right? Torturing ourselves, hating ourselves, trying to look like the Victoria's Secret model, who it turns out is only 5% of females that actually look like this. So as I say, those 5%, they ought to be trying to look like us. We're the majority, we rule, right? This is what real women look like. Now, does that mean you want to give up? As I talked about earlier today, I talked about the body love movement and not misunderstanding it as a way to just excuse yourself as the way you are. Well, I love myself, and so I'll just be unhealthy and not comfortable at all in your body, live in a body that can't actually function properly, that hurts to walk in, it's not comfortable to sit in, that kind of thing. Don't misunderstand the body love movement. It is about loving yourself. Of course it is. You have to. You will never take care of or want to nurture something that you despise. You won't. But don't use it as an excuse to just sort of stuff your face and eat anything you want, sit around eating Cheetos all day. Miss Molly, she's cruising around, she's got something to say on the subject, right? She's with us, she agrees. If only 5% of women worldwide actually have the Victoria's Secret model body, right, then it's time for us to reunite and understand that trying to become someone you're not is not the answer. The answer is to use a system, or when I say use a system, wake up, realize that what you have been doing so far is not working, it's not about to start, and know that the whole story, the beginning, the middle, and the end of it is up here. So, again, I just want to say to you, it is a mindset game. It's always been a mindset game. Hurting yourself, torturing yourself, depriving yourself is not going to get you to where you want to go. So how do you make the change? You start at the beginning. You can't shortcut your way there. There's no drive-through breakthroughs. You go back to basics and you start by looking inside and knowing that the answers have always been there. It's not another diet. It's not torturing yourself with calorie restriction, deprivation, not allowing yourself to have certain foods because might make you fat, can't eat carbs, might make you fat, don't have sugar, bad, If you really want some chocolate, you can eat it. The love is coming. Thank you, because it's so true. Thank you so much. So, as my gorgeous friend here, Beck, knows, we love our chocolate and our cups of tea and everything, and there's nothing wrong with them. It's not going to make you fat. You're not going to gain 85 kilos overnight if you listen to your body. Understand, your body doesn't want to eat, five blocks of chocolate in a night. So it's all about understanding where your body is coming from, listening and tuning in. It's gotten crazy out here. And knowing that another diet is not the answer to giving you the breakthrough that you want. So if anyone's got any questions, please shout them out in the comments box, because I'm telling you, Miss Molly, it's gone quite insane here. I think I'm going to have to go inside, and leave her out here all alone, that's not a very nice thing to do to your little baby, is it? But if you've got any questions, let me know. Drop them in the comments box. And as I have been letting you know, there is one final place. One final place for one-on-one coaching with me. I've opened up some positions. They've all been filled, but I have got one left. So if Miss Molly would like to be quiet for just a second, but I don't think she does. If you want to know more about that, please let me know. As I say, the women that I work with, they're switched on, they're savvy. It's exactly how we are, but we are so done with the torturous relationship with food, with the self-sabotage, with the, starting over and over and over again and again and again. We just want it wrapped up in a neat little bow so we can get on with our lives. That is what I'm all about. If this sounds like you, send me a private message. I'm more than happy to help you in any way that I can. Drop your questions below. I've loved spending some time with you again today, because we've already hung out this morning. It's just like a bonus session together, which I just love. Just can't get enough. I just said the other day, I think they need a bit of a 12-step system for live streams, because I'm a little addicted. So I'm sending you all big love. Thank you. And once again, please do remember, the only person that has the power to change your life is you. And the very best squeal-worthy part of that is you've got what it takes.